just kind of broke down, and I was like, I have no idea why this keeps happening to me.
What do you remember from your parents living with you and Derek for a month at Madison?
Honestly, I haven't thought about that in a long time. That's another example of my parents and just the people that they are and the parents that they are. Is I had my knee surgery, Derek had his foot surgery around the same time, so they moved into the hotel on campus, and they would drive us to and from class, to and from PT appointments, to everything. To be able to have your parents to lean on at a time where I was in a very low point of my life, going through surgeries and position changes and all that, to be able to have that normalcy and have family dinners, even if it was in a hotel room, was special.
Your mom cried yesterday when she was talking to me on the phone about that period you went through then.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't play a snap for like 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Take me back to kind of that time and what's going through your head.
Yeah, so my freshman year at Wisconsin was great. I was a tight end. I was scout team. Had like scout team player of the week a lot. Like we had a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. And I thought it was important for me to go up against other 20, 22-year-old grown men in football. And I thought it was important for me to redshirt that year and get my confidence. And then like December came around in bowl prep. You do a lot of inter-league stuff where it's against your own guys, and we're doing like a drill, and I dislocated my kneecap, and it was just one of those things where it swelled up at the time, and they just said, just let it rest, and you can come back in the spring and you'll be fine. Came back in the spring, and like the second or third practice it happened to my left knee, so it's like, okay, well, I rehabbed my right, it worked, so then it was my left, so let's just rehab that. I'll come back in the fall. Came back in the fall, and it happened again to my right, like 2 practices in. So then I was like, all right, I'm not going to continue to do this. Clearly something's wrong. So that's where, again, thanks to JJ, down in Houston, Walt Lowe, the team doctor, was able to get me in and get surgery on my knee. And that was when they were playing LSU in the bowl game, Wisconsin. So like I got surgery that week and was a dumbass and like tried to be cool and like go to like the pep rally and all this stuff, and like 3 days after surgery, and I'm on pain meds, and I'm like trying to like walk on it like stupid, and it took me like a lot longer to recover. The first time around it was like 4 or 5 months, and then I came back in spring ball, and that happened to my left knee. It's like same exact thing. So I was like, all right, I'm not wasting any more time, fly back down, get to surgery. And that was cool too, because I got to spend quality time with my brother, who I admired and didn't get to spend a whole lot of time with in his adulthood yet, and to be able to see the house. And every time I go to visit JJ, I take a picture and video of his house, because he's been in different houses. He's been in like 8 different houses, but like, because he always lives in the coolest houses, and I always use it as motivation. Like I probably have like 6 videos on my phone, just like getting the outside of his house, and it's just like, wow, like hard work works. Like you're doing so great for yourself, and like I see the blueprint. I see everything behind. Like I know why you have this great stuff, and I want it too. And it was great to be able to spend that time with him. And then came back up after having the surgery, was way more smart about it. Had a purpose. I said, this is the last time that I'm gonna go through this surgery, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but I'm gonna put all my chips in the middle of the table and give it everything I have. And I think it only took me like 3 months, maybe 4 months tops, to recover from it.
But you thought if it didn't work, that was probably it.
Yeah.
What was the like worst of the headspace you were in?
So I did the first time, and I was very distraught. Called my dad, told him everything, and then when I got the surgery, I was back on the high. I thought I was going to be great. I was going to go into spring ball, going to kill it as a tight end. Had all these great plans, and then he'll tell you, I called him like a second or third practice, like in the middle of practice, like he knew exactly what happened. It just kind of broke down, and I was like, I have no idea why this keeps happening to me. Feel like I've done everything right. I've trained hard, I want it. I'm trying to be as proactive as possible with Brad and get my body right. I'm studying the playbook. I feel like I have potential to do some damage on this team, like be an asset. And this keeps happening to me. And he's just like, I don't have the answer for you, son. Like, I just want you to know we fully support you, and we want what's best for you, and you take the lead. And I said, well, I want to get surgery one more time on this side, and then we'll go from there. And that's sort of like, I watch Derrick Rose videos, I watch Adrian Peterson videos in my dorm room or my apartment. All those are huge.
Like, and like how so?
I think that's why it's important to do stuff like this too, is to like, you never know what someone's going through or where someone can find motivation. And to be able to see guys that went through severe knee injuries and were able to come back and play at a high level, like at the time, that's all I needed to see. I needed to see someone go through it and do it, come out on the other side. And that was very important for me, and just gave me the energy to be able to get up off the couch and start rehabbing and stop being so pitiful towards myself.
Were you depressed at the time?
Yeah, because I couldn't go out. Like, my buddies would want to go out, like Mifflin, like the big party. I couldn't do that. I couldn't be a college kid at the time, which is, I think, looking back, was good for me. Because I think my freshman year, I kind of lived up college a little too much. I don't think I was as focused as I should have been. I think that pushing all the chips into the center of the table really centered me and said, all right, I'm done like messing around. Like, I'm gonna do everything that I possibly can to make it to the NFL. And I mean, I can show you in my notebook upstairs, like,
what did you write down?
I'm gonna make it to the NFL. I think it was like 2016 or whatever, like, I will be in the NFL. And like, I think the self-belief as I grew and changed positions and was like, I have two brothers that grew up the same way that I did, ate the same meals that I did, are willing to share all their secrets with me about how to be successful. Like, why can't I do it? And that's when things switched. I stopped resenting my brother. I was like, I'm gonna use him as much as I possibly can. I moved in with Derrick. That was awesome to be able to live with him for a year in college, because we butted heads so much, but to be able to live with him. And
didn't you guys used to like beat the
we used to beat the crap out of each other, and over video games, anything. And that still comes out now from time to time, but living together gives you a whole new perspective and appreciation for your brother. It was pretty cool.